We're live. Don't get nervous. Got my drink. All righty. So, hello again, everybody. I'm Chris Long. I'm sitting here with my buddy Chris Lanahan. He needs a little coaching, so we're going to make this video for him, and you'll be able to go back and look at it and all that kind of stuff. And hopefully, you might learn something too, especially if you're brand new. All right. So, when you texted me, part of it I think was script related, right? Like just being able to kind of like connect on the phone or something. So we can go a couple ways. You can hit me with script, like I'll pretend to be the client, or I can start off and show you what I would do. Either way, though, I do kind of want to hear where you're at. Mm-hmm. So if you just want to give me like a ring, I'll say hello. Let me just kind of hear what you normally do. We'll just do a real clean run, no objections. I just want to hear your pacing, your intonations, your cadence, all that good stuff.
Okay.
Okay. So.
Ring.
Hello.
Hi, Chris.
Yeah.
Hi, Chris. This is Christopher calling from the benefit company over here in Duval County. Just giving you a call back real quickly about the postcard that you had sent us the other day. Before we get started, just got to verify some information with you first. You're at the 7400 block of Hogan Boulevard, apartment number 453, Jacksonville, Florida 32217. Is that about right?
That's right.
Oh, all right, great. Reason for the call. We had received your letter back in the mail requesting more information about how you can qualify for state regulated benefits. And my simple job is just to show you how you can qualify.
Okay.
And everything here looks good. We got our packet of information set up for you, review and comment. Got the brochures and folders included. Today is Wednesday. Would Thursday morning work for you, or are you retired? You still working?
All right, we'll pause it there. First of all, you got a good cadence. You're non-threatening. You sound easy going on the phone, so that's a good thing. The only thing that I'm kind of thinking, and I'd like to know like where you're getting objections, but I have a feeling it's a little long, and the longer it is without a redirect into booking, like quickly, can open up the. You may have people stopping you. Can you hang on? What is it like? Kind of midway before you even have a chance. Part of it is because of the pacing that you're doing, which I like. I like it's easy, because if you speed up, a lot of times what happens is you raise your voice, like the frequency of your voice goes up. It's a natural thing, and you're very calm. I have a feeling you make other people feel comfortable around you, which is a good thing. But I think it's a little long for you. I think there's other people who could probably pull that off like really well, but I think because of where your cadence at, we need to look at maybe some ways of shortening that up a little bit and get a little more to the point, faster. And so if I will, we'll do. It sounds like you work a lot of final expense. Always. Okay, so we'll stick to that in my script. But let me kind of give you an example of how I do it, and let's see if we can't meld something in between. All right. So, ring.
Hello.
Hey, Chris.
Yes, this is Chris.
Hey, Chris. My name's Chris too. How are you today?
Doing all right.
Good. Hey, listen, I was just getting back to you about a postcard, I guess. You had sent in trying to get some information on a senior benefits program here in Jacksonville, and I just didn't know what time to schedule getting it out to you. Do you work during the day, or do you work night shifts, or are you retired?
I usually work in the morning and in the afternoon.
Okay. Are evening deliveries typically better for you, or do you like what time?
Typically, I'm back at the apartment between noon and 3 o'clock.
Noon and 3 o'clock. How about I do this? If I schedule this drop off between say 4 and 5, any reason you wouldn't be at the apartment to receive something?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay. All right, well, I'll get this together for you, and we'll get it right out. Again, my name is Chris. You see my truck. It's a silver truck. I'm about 6 foot brown hair, so it won't be a stranger knocking on your door. But I'll get you down between 4 and 5 tomorrow. and we'll see you then. Have a good rest of your day. Okay.
All right, thanks. Take care.
That's it. Like it's a lot shorter,
Mhm.
and I'm moving. Like I break my phone script into really, it's kind of like three parts. It's the intro, which is just the greeting, I guess you could call it,
Mhm.
and then I cover the material of what I'm calling for, and then I book. It's like a redirect and a book. And when I say a redirect, I change the subject to them and what their work schedule is, because at the end of the day, I'm a courier scheduling an appointment for a drop off. That's it. Like don't overestimate what we're doing on the phone. We literally, and let me say it this way, if I could be guaranteed that people would be home when I show up at the door, I wouldn't even call them. I would show up unannounced. The only reason I'm calling is for my sake, for my schedule, so I don't waste gas. So I'm literally just looking for a time that they're home because I'm coming with a piece of paper that they sign. This is not a cold call. I just want, like, I think a lot of people make it to where they think that the point of the appointment is to convenience the customer. It's not. The point is so you can be efficient and jam your schedule up.
Mhm.
That's the point of an appointment. So if we understand that, the only goal, the only objection that I'm not objective that I'm trying to accomplish is find out when they're home. That's it. So I just schedule delivery for them. Make sure that they're home to receive it. So again, it's hey Chris, hey it's Chris, how are you? Good, good, great. That's step one. That's the whole intro. It's not very long. I'm not saying, hey Chris, this is Chris with the mortgage protection. This is Chris with senior benefits. I'm not saying any of that. I'm leaving that off the table. I'll bring it in. If they say, now who is this? I go, I have a very standard way of handling any objection. It's a three-part handle. Apologize, downplay, and rebook. So, oh shoot, I'm sorry. That's the apology. No, my name's Chris. I'm with the Senior Benefits Center. It looks like, and I get right back into booking the appointment. No matter where that objection comes in, it's always, oh, I'm sorry. Downplay. If I could get more people downplaying everything, objections in the home, objections on the phone, that's all the same. When you put people at ease and you give them an excuse to be at ease, they generally follow it. They just, but if you tense up, they tense up. It's a self-defense mechanism. You can't. I mean, it's just like if you walked in and you saw somebody and they went like this, like as soon as you walked in a room, you would tense up and you'd be like, you'd almost be ready to fight, right? You don't know who this person is. Like you literally just walked into a new room. Let's just say you're shopping and you walk into a storeroom and this guy turns around and he immediately takes a defensive posture. What are you going to do? I mean, your gut reaction is tense up. So if you tense up verbally, they tense up verbally too. If you expect an objection, your voice will communicate that they're going to object. So we really control the conversation more than people realize. So again, I want to do it one more time for you. I want you to kind of listen. I may annotate with my hand, like this is the first part, this is the second, and then we'll try to have you pitch it back to me. Because I think with your cadence, this will work great. I really do. Because you have a nice demeanor. You have a nice, easy, you're easy. It's an easy going sound. You're not overpowering. So I think though, because you do talk a little slower, which I encourage, when you have a longer script, it just gives people so much opportunity to object. So if you did that same script, but you're like masterful at speeding through it, you'd probably nail it. But I think this other script may be more conducive to the way you speak, I guess, because it's a little slower, it's a little softer. So we can't take a lot of time in doing it. Otherwise, they're going to get bored and object. So here we go again. Ring, ring.
Ring, ring.
Nope, no me. I'm going to do it. I want you to hear it one more time, and then I'm going to let you start coming to me, and I'll start coaching you. Okay, so ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah, this is Chris.
Hey, Chris. My name's Chris, too. How are you?
Doing all right.
Oh, good. Hey, listen, I was getting back to you about a form that you had sent in. It looks like you're just, I guess, trying to get some information on the senior benefits program that they have there in Jacksonville. And I just didn't know what time to schedule getting this out to you. Do you work during the day, or do you happen to work night shifts, or are you retired?
You know, Chris, I work night shifts.
Okay, very good. What kind of work do you do?
Work for some lawyers in
Okay.
town.
Do you like do security or something out there, or sounds like they got you pulling the midnight oil? Okay. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. When is your breakfast? Because I know, because I remember when I was in the Army, like my whole day was totally different than everybody else's. I don't want to schedule a delivery when you're sleeping. Like when have you been up for an hour and had a cup of coffee already?
Oh, by 6, 7 o'clock.
Okay. In the morning?
Hmm.
Okay. You're early riser then for your job for sure. All right. Any reason if I were to schedule something like to do a drop off between 8 and 9 o'clock in the morning, any reason you wouldn't still be home tomorrow?
Yeah, Chris, sounds good. 8 or 9.
Okay, it's a window. Probably it'll be, we'll get it scheduled. It'll be sometime between 8 and 9 tomorrow. I just want to make sure you're home. And is there anything about your house that will help either me or the other drivers like identify it? Like, is there a palm tree in the yard or a flagpole or anything?
It's a brick 2-story house.
Okay,
It's at the corner of LaRue and LaSalle.
got it. Okay, very good. Okay, well, I've got you down for a drop off between 8 and 9 o'clock. And is there anybody else there that might need to be there to receive this? Like, I don't know. I think this is a final expense program, so I don't know if there's a beneficiary involved or something, but if they might want to be there too.
Chris, I was just looking for the benefits for myself.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll schedule this and get this out to you tomorrow.
All right,
Between
sounds good.
And that's it. So notice like there's a lot of like you gave me some doors that I just went in. Like one of my biggest objectives again is to put people at ease and to just be a real person. I want to be as far away from a salesperson as I can. I'd rather be Chris just down the road than or Chris that bumps into at the grocery store and we just start talking because we're two human beings, not because I'm trying to sell you something.
Mhm.
So that's why I was like, oh shoot, I remember I was in the army, like I just talk. Like you give me an opportunity, I'm just gonna talk. But the basics of the script are real simple. It's hey, I say my name. Hey, Chris. I ask a question with my voice. Hey, Chris. Hey, it's Chris. How are you? Good. That's over. Hey, listen, I was just getting back to you. The second part of the script is just describing it very succinctly. There's a transition phrase you're going to use in that second part that's critical. It's the word and. It sounds silly, but hey, listen. I was just getting back to you about a postcard that you had sent in, trying to get some information on a senior final expense program that there's a word I'm going to use. They have there in Jacksonville. I'm disassociating myself from this altogether because I'm just a courier. But they have over there, and the word and that's the part that usually stumps people because what happens is, and it sounds silly, but people will wait right there for the party to say something. Hey, it looks like you'd sent a postcard trying to get some information on a senior final expense. Then they pause. And that's the kiss of death. If I could just get them to say, and I just didn't know what time to schedule getting it out to you. Do you work, the redirect, do you work a morning shift or a night shift or are you retired? But it's that word and. And I just didn't know what time to schedule. And I just didn't know what time to schedule. Because if you don't say that, you're waiting for the client to acknowledge you, and they can object right there before I have a chance to do a redirect on them, which is, do you work during the day? Or because once I ask that question, all they're thinking about is their schedule.
Mhm.
All right, you ready to try it?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hello, Chris.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris. This is Chris getting back with you about the postcard.
Let me stop you there. We're in the South, so you got to make sure you ask me how I'm doing. Just a quick greeting. Hey, Chris. Hey, it's Chris. How are you? It sounds silly, but it'll buy you. It's not a long greeting. It's just, hey, Chris. Hey, my name's Chris too. How are you doing?
Okay.
If I was Steve, hey, Steve. Hey, it's Chris. How are you? But it's hey, Chris. Hey, it's how are you? That's the script. Okay. So go ahead, start that.
Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hello, Chris.
And don't say hello, Chris, because you sound like a telemarketer.
Hey, Chris.
That's what you want right there. When you say hello, Chris, I mean, you just might as well say, hello, Mr. Long. Great. What's this? That's what I might think. But if you just say, hey, Chris, hey, my name's Chris too, how are you? Or hey, it's Chris, how are you? I'm thinking, Chris who? Who is this? But like, I'm not, you stumped me a little bit because you sound so natural and you sound like a friend. So I'm thinking to myself, Chris who, Chris who, Chris who? Did I meet this person somewhere? Hey, Chris. Hey, it's Chris. How are you? That's all you need to say. Okay, go ahead with the ring ring again.
Ring ring.
Hello.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris. How are you?
Hey, it's Chris. How are you?
Hey, it's Chris. How are you?
Good. Let's work on that one more time. Let's get that down. Go ahead.
Ring ring.
Hello.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris. How are you? This is Chris.
Okay, back it up. Say, so the script is, hey, Chris. Hey, it's Chris. How are you? So as soon as you say it's, hey, Chris. Yeah. Hey, it's Chris. How are you? Go ahead. I know it sounds crazy, and it's weird, but it does make, this makes a difference.
Sure, sure.
Go ahead.
Ring ring.
Hello.
Hello, Chris.
Hey, Chris. Not hello. Hello is formal. Hey is casual.
Okay. Hey. Ring ring.
Hello.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris. This is Chris. How are you?
Oh, that's good. Try not to repeat my name at the beginning. You said, hey, Chris. Hey, Chris. It's okay. That was the best you've done yet. But there's a couple reasons. Less words are better.
Mm-hmm.
And the US population is programmed to sniff out salespeople now. So if you say my name a bunch, I know you're just trying to say my name. Hey, Chris. Hey, Chris. You sound like a salesperson. Now, you're going to pepper it in again. But so many salespeople have had sales training to use people's name because it's the sweetest sounding language, which I agree. And there are going to be times when you want to do that, like when you're digging out whys and stuff like that. But if you do it too much when you're trying to book the appointment, you're going to seem like a salesperson. So it's real simple. Hey, Chris. Hey, Chris. It's Chris. How are you? That's the phrase. And why don't you just, so my middle name is Eric. So just call me Eric so that we don't have the same name going on.
Okay. Ring ring.
Hello.
Hey, Eric.
Yeah.
Hey, Eric. How are you? This is Chris.
No, so it's hey, Eric.
Hey, Eric.
Hey, it's Chris. How are you?
It's Chris. How are you?
Good. Do it again.
Ring ring.
Hello.
Hey, Eric.
Yeah.
Hey, Eric. This is Chris. How are you?
I'm gonna let you keep that hey, Eric in there because you do sound pretty natural with it, and you seem to want to say it. So I'm okay. There's other. It could be worse. Ultimately, if you just keep it real short. Hey, Eric. Hey, it's Chris. How are you? That's all I want you to say.
Okay. Ring ring.
Hello.
Hey, Eric.
Yeah.
This is Chris. How are you?
Hey, it's Chris. How are you? Not this is, because that's formal again. And see, most people listen to this and like, what does that matter? They're probably not making as many appointments as like some other people.
Sure.
And the reason is they're not paying attention to the details that do matter, and they pay attention to the things that they think matter and really don't.
Mm-hmm.
These little things do make a difference. I'm telling you, you're doing good. You really are. You already cleaned it up. So, and I know it seems like I'm being nitpicky, but I promise you, this is what if you can get this down, you'll make appointments.
Hey, Eric. Hey,
Eric. Wait. Yeah. Hey, it's Chris. How are you?
Hey, it's Chris. How are you?
Right. There you go. That's it.
Okay.
Now, if you do bump in and say, and a lot of it has to do with how you say it, like you say, oh, as long as you're sounding casual, like this is bad, hey is good, hi is bad because that's formal. Like we're trying to get real casual here. Casual is the key. Hey, Chris. Hey, it's Chris. How are you? That's all I want you to say. Real simple.
Ring ring.
Hello.
Hey, Eric.
Yeah.
Hey, Eric.
You're okay there. I'm fine. Just go ahead and keep it because that seems to be natural for you. You do sound okay. I don't want to nitpick that to death.
Hey, Eric.
Hey, Eric. It's Chris. How are you?
It's Chris. How are you?
Just like that. Yeah, I even like the body language. That was good because it's relaxed. Sure. All right. Hit me again.
Ring ring.
Hello.
Hey, Eric.
Yeah.
Eric, this is Chris. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, Doing all right this afternoon. Reason for the call. You had recently sent in a form requesting senior benefits, and
Good. I just didn't know.
I just didn't know when you would be home on
What time to schedule getting this out to you?
what time to schedule this on Thursday morning or Thursday afternoon.
So the phrase is, I just didn't know what time to schedule getting this out to you.
I just didn't know what time to schedule.
If I type this up, would it help you to read it? I don't know how you learn best.
Sure.
I mean, I don't know if you're a script, like if you would do better reading it off a piece of paper. A lot of times I don't do that simply because it can sound like you're reading. That's literally the reason I don't do it.
Okay.
I'm almost wondering that because you're trying to relearn, if it would help. Maybe even take a pause. I don't even know if we've got any viewers on here. If we don't, we just pause the dang thing and look. No, there's nobody here. All right, so let's pause this. There you go. Part 2. Read over that for a second. I typed it up kind of how I talk, so it looks a little, it may look not grammatically correct, but that's on purpose.
No big deal.
Got it?
Yeah.
All right, let's knock it out. So hit me with the ring ring and try, we'll work through that real quick.
Sure. Ring ring.
Hello?
Hey, Eric.
Yeah,
Hey, it's Chris. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Hey, listen, I was just giving you a.
So hang on a second. One of the dangers, you forgot to, you got focused on reading. And you said, hey, how are you? And I said, you didn't read the word good.
Oh, good.
I said, good, how are you? And then you went right into, hey, listen, I was like, that's the danger of me typing it out like I was talking about. Is people get too fixated on the script and don't listen to the client. But I do want you to have some structure that you can fall back on. Let's go a little slower this time, and let's make sure you're listening to me. Because if I'm having a bad day, you don't want to say good either. Hey, Chris. Hey, it's Chris. How are you? Oh, I'm not feeling well. Good. You sound, very, I guess, non-caring. Does that make sense? Like, so you got to listen to me as the client. So go ahead and take it from the top.
Ring ring.
Hello.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Chris. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing okay. How are you?
Good, good. Hey, listen, was giving you a call about the form. Looks like you sent in. It looks like you were trying to get information about the senior benefit program or senior program they have out there. And I just
didn't know.
And I just didn't know what
the schedule.
time to schedule getting it out there to you. Getting it out to you. Do you work during the day, work night shift, or are you retired?
All right, let's go through the top. So it was the first time you read through it. So of course it's going to be a little rough, but the more you get through it, the better you'll get more and more natural. So let's just take it from the top and I'm just going to kind of let you read through it so you get familiar with it. Okay, keep going. Let's just start from the top.
Ring ring.
Hello.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Chris. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Hey, listen, was giving you a call about the form. Looks like you sent in. It looks like you were trying to get information about senior benefit program they have out there. And I just didn't know what time to schedule getting it out to you. Do you work during the day, work night shift, or are you retired?
Okay, you got a little bit better that time. I think I'm going to add a word for you too. It says, I'm going to add the word excuse me. I was just getting back to you instead was just getting back to you.
Sure.
I think you'll sound better with the word I there. Can you put that in for me?
Sure.
I can retype it too. Start over, do it again.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Chris. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, good. Hey, listen, I was giving you a call about the form, the postcard looks like you sent in. Looks like you were trying to get information about senior benefits program they have out there. And I just didn't know what time to schedule getting it out to you. Do you work during the day, work night shift, or are you retired?
You're already getting way better. I'm gonna make a couple edits based on that just for you.
Sure.
No, like I'm gonna put the word I in there. I don't wanna make sure there's something else in there. So give me a second. You're already doing way better. Like just the third time going through it, sounds good. All right. Pause this. All right. And miraculously we're back. All right, ready?
Yep. Ring, ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Chris. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. How are you?
Good. Hey, listen, I was giving you a call about the postcard it looks like you sent in. I'm guessing you were trying to get information on the senior benefit program they have out there. And I just didn't know what time to schedule getting it out to you. Do you work during the day, work a night shift, or are you retired?
It's good. Yeah, that was pretty good. Let's go through it again. Do you feel more comfortable with this? I mean, it's a little simpler, shorter.
Sure, like on the booking and the redirect to the schedule, I mean, could I say I didn't know what time to schedule the delivery in the calendar. No, I didn't know what time to schedule it, getting it out to you.
You can say deliver if you want. I don't know, schedule the delivery in the calendar. It doesn't make a lot of sense. It could confuse them.
Sure. Okay.
So I mean, if you want to say I didn't know what time to schedule the delivery for you, I'd be okay with that. But schedule getting it out to you leaves it ambiguous.
Schedule getting it out to you.
Yeah.
I didn't know what time to schedule getting it out to you. To schedule getting it out to you.
Very good. And I just didn't know what time to schedule getting it out to you.
To schedule getting it out to
Do you work during the day, work a night shift, or you retired? Like it's almost like three sentences, but I mean it's one. It's like I'm kind of pausing. Like, do you work during the day, work a night shift, or you retired? Yeah. All right. Take it from the top. Also, at the beginning, I would say good. You could say, if I would say good, how are you? Don't be afraid to say, oh, I'm good. Thanks for asking. Like, because that's human. It's not salesy. You know what I mean? Seriously. And then you go, well, hey, listen, I was just giving you a call about that senior benefits program. It looks like you'd sent in. I'm guessing you were trying to get some information on the program. Let's see. I'm giving you a call about the blank. It looks like you'd sent in. Trying to get some information. Is that redundant?
No, that perfectly makes sense. You want to take it from the top?
Yeah, let's take it from the top.
Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Chris. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. How are you doing?
Oh, doing all right. Thanks for asking. Hey, listen, I was giving you a call about the little postcard it looks like you sent in. I'm guessing you're trying to get information on the senior benefit program they have out there. And I just didn't know what time to schedule getting it out to you. Do you work during the day, work a night shift, or are you retired?
That was really good. You're still learning that one line, so let's go through it again. But the greeting was good. The body was really good. The first sentence in the redirect or the booking and redirect, just need familiarity with. It's just practice.
Yeah, I was talking with like my mother about that. It's like I guess my jaw's small, and like when I say time and to, it takes a lot of energy to redirect the muscles to say that.
That's what it is.
So
it's a muscle memory thing.
It's a little stammer. So that's I mean like.
But I heard you stammering up top before, and now you're not. So I think it's just a matter of familiarity.
Okay.
I think you're going to nail this here in a second. Like really, this is good. Like you sound really good. In fact, I want you to go back and watch this to hear how you sound at the beginning versus what you're doing right now. It's ridiculously better.
Thanks so much for mentioning that. Certainly builds my confidence.
Yeah, you'll be able to hear it yourself. Like it's not, I'm not fluffing your skirt. Like it literally is better. All right, do it again.
Is that kind of like eating a hat?
I don't
Fluffing
know.
a skirt?
Fluffing a skirt. It's just in other words, I'm not patronizing you. I'm not trying to make you, it really does sound better than when you started. Let's take it from the top. You're doing good.
Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah,
Hey, it's Chris. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, doing all right. Thanks for asking. Hey, listen, I was giving you a call about the postcard it looks like you sent in. I'm guessing you were trying to get information on the senior benefit program they have out there. And, I didn't know what time, to schedule this getting out there to you. Do you work during the day, work a night shift, or are you retired?
That was really good. Yeah, you changed up the first line under booking a little bit, but it was great because it sounded natural. Like you just made it sound like you. Like I'm good with it as long as it sounds natural, and you're not really deviating a whole bunch there. I'm all about it. You want to practice that line real quick? Let's just go through that. And I just didn't know what time to schedule, get it out to you. So let's go through that a few times so you get your muscle memory down.
And I just didn't know what time to schedule getting it out to you.
It's the ta-ta that you're working through right now. That's okay. Yeah, you'll get it. It's practice. Keep doing it. You'll be surprised. You'll be laughing in a minute because you're going to nail it. You're like, oh my gosh.
And I just didn't know what time to schedule getting it out to you.
Good.
I just didn't know it's time to schedule getting it out to you.
I was like, so it's getting faster already. Keep going. Let's just go through it a bunch of times until you get more and more comfortable.
And I just didn't know what time to schedule getting it out to you.
Good. Do it again.
And I just didn't know what time to schedule getting it out to you.
That was faster. Good. Your TT got better that time. The second, because there's certain alliterations that trip you up a little bit.
Yeah.
But they're getting smaller already. Like the t. But every time you do it, like I can hear it. You're getting closer together. And seriously, do it again.
That's it's pretty accurate. I'm moving my tongue from the front of my mouth to the back.
Gotcha. Okay. Whatever it is, you're getting faster at it. So let's keep working through it because the rest of it, it's
sure.
You nail this line, I think you're done. Go ahead, do it again.
And I just didn't know what time to schedule it getting it out to you.
Would it help if I re-architected it to where you didn't have to do the ta-ta? Like, but if you were saying, I just didn't know what time. I'm trying to think of a different word you could use that has a different sound. I just didn't know what time.
Yeah, find
I could schedule getting it out to you.
Yeah.
Would that work?
Yeah.
And I just didn't know what time I could schedule. Start saying I could schedule. I just didn't know what time I could schedule. Let me hear you say that.
And I just didn't know what time I could schedule.
That's more natural.
Yeah.
Let me re-architect it. Let me get rid of the ta-tas. Seriously, it's like when I play golf, I have a slice I just can't get rid of. And instead of trying to fix it, I aim left. And I just play my game. And I hit the spot I'm trying to go, but so this is kind of like you have a slice in your speech. And instead of trying to make you fix it, I'd rather just change it a little bit to where it's natural. So I think I can change it up to where it's not going to trip you up. So give me a second.
Out there.
Woo! We're cooking with oil now. You hear it? All right, do it again. That was good. Go ahead. Say it again.
And I just didn't know when I could schedule getting it out there to you.
Dude, we're there. All right, let's do it from the top. I think we got a script that you can really flow.
Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Chris. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing all right. Hey, listen, I was giving you a call about the postcard it looks like you sent in. I'm guessing you were trying to get information on the senior benefit program they have out there. And I just didn't know when I could schedule getting it out there to you. Do you work during the day, work a night shift, or are you retired?
Boom, baby. You nailed it. Is that better?
Yeah, it's genius, bro.
That flows.
Yeah, it does flow.
Yeah, we just got rid of the areas that like you get tripped up on, and we just worked around it. We just aimed you left. No, you sound good. That sounds really good. Let's do it one more time.
Hey, ring ring.
Hello.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Chris. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. Thanks for asking. Hey, listen, I was giving you a call about the postcard it looks like you sent in. I'm guessing you're trying to get information on the senior benefit program they have out there. And I just didn't know when I could schedule getting it out there to you. Do you work during the day, work a night shift, or are you retired?
That's it. You got it.
Yeah.
You're done. All I want you to do now is just practice it. Yeah, your flow is great on that though now. Like it's fantastic.
Thanks so much for breaking it down Barney style for me.
Absolutely. I'm glad I could help. Yeah, I think we're onto something there. Like really. I think it's going to help you out a lot.
So. Oh, all right. I got an appointment at 5.
Oh, cool.
So I stopped by at 9 and spoke with Theresa Peterson.
Okay.
She wasn't ready for the 9 o'clock appointment, so she
just booked it for 5 o'clock.
Yeah, she said come back.
Awesome.
At 5, so.
Okay. Well, if you want to use the office to make dials in the meanwhile or do something, you're welcome to. But
sure.
I think you're well on your way. I think that's going to clean you up a lot.
Oh, all right.
It's so much shorter.
Yeah. Thanks.
You're very welcome. That was fun. That was a good one. I'm so glad we figured one out. That was really good.